How is this possible? Okafor fumed to his wife, Adaobi. That fool suddenly has money to spare? Perhaps the gods have blessed him, Adaobi replied. The gods? Okafor scoffed. He's hiding something, and I will uncover it. Okafor sent his servants to spy on Chike. One of them reported seeing the golden plant in his garden. So that's their secret, Okafor said, his eyes gleaming with greed. That plant should be mine. Under the cover of darkness, Okafor crept into Chike's garden and tore off a branch from the plant. He returned home and planted it in his own yard. This will make me richer than ever, he said, grinning. But Okafor didn't know the old man's instructions. He planted the seed at his backyard and he watered the plant whenever it suited him, demanding it bear fruit quickly. Within days, the plant grew rapidly, bearing a golden pod even larger than the ones he had seen in Chike's garden. Okafor's eyes gleamed with greed as he plucked it. This must be the treasure, he exclaimed, eagerly tearing the pod open. But instead of gold dust, a swarm of bees burst out, stinging him mercilessly. Ah! Okafor screamed, swatting at the bees. His servants rushed to help, but the stings left his face and hands swollen and throbbing with pain. Despite the attack, Okafor's greed only deepened. Good things don't come easily, he muttered to himself that night, nursing his wounds. Perhaps the gods want me to work harder for this treasure. Fine, I will open another pod. The next morning, Okafor approached the plant again. A new pod had grown overnight, even larger than the first. Determined, he plucked it and pried it open with trembling hands. This time, a dark cloud of locusts erupted from the pod, swarming over his compound. They devoured everything in sight, his crops, his livestock feed, even the thatch on the roofs. Stop them! Okafor roared at his servants, but the locusts were relentless. Within minutes, his compound lay in ruin, his fields stripped bare. Still, Okafor refused to accept defeat. The greatest rewards require the greatest sacrifices, he muttered, his voice filled with stubborn determination. I'll try again. The third time will be the charm. That evening, Okafor stood before the plant, his pride and greed blinding him to the warnings of his wife and servants, who begged him to stop. Chief, please, one of them pleaded. This plant is cursed. Leave it alone before it destroys us all. Silence, Okafor barked. Do you think wealth comes without risk? I will not stop now. With trembling hands he plucked the third pod and tore it open. This time a slithering mass of snakes spilled out, hissing and writhing. The snakes lashed out, biting Okafor and the remaining servants as they fled in terror. Help me! Okafor screamed, but there was no one left to answer his cries. Poison coursed through his veins as he staggered out of the compound, stumbling into the forest. The snakes slithered after him and his screams echoed into the night. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing tales and stories. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next story.